Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of Cora Quest Keep On Questing. This is a direct expansion to the hit game Cora Quest. This is a fan favorite here at my house. We play a lot of Cora Quest and now we have the expansions that we just received. We're going to open this up, see what it's all about, and I'm going to get to playing this with my family. It's going to be super fun. This is my crowdfunding copy. I was able to get on board and get a copy of this through the crowdfunding, so I'm excited to dig into it, see what it's all about. This is for 6 up, so this is a very good game and a great way to dive into dungeon crawlers with children. It's for 1 to 4 players and 45 minutes. Like I said, we've had a blast playing this with our family. If you're excited to see what's inside Keep On Questing through the awesome game Cora Quest, then I need you to meet me at the table. Before we lift the lid off this, I do want to mention that this game does need the original Cora Quest game in order to play. This is not a standalone expansion. You do need the base game in order to play through this game, but this is going to add so much more to it. There's an adventure map pocket guide, and we'll look through this. There are some more tiles that we're going to use, and we're also going to have new heroes as well. There are some new cards. We have some standee things here. We've got punch tokens. We've got everything, and then we've got this. We've got even more quests now. This comes with 2 complete campaigns that you can go through. If I can get that book out. That is going to expand Cora Quest itself. There are 2 new campaigns, like I said, super excited to dig through these and play through them. So let's quickly dig through all the stuff that we have here and see what is inside. Of course, we have bags that can hold all of your things, and then these are considered the save bags, so you can save certain characters that you're playing with, so you have those available to you. This does come with a map of, I guess you call it West Orkshire, so it does have a complete map now for the game, which is cool, and I think it shows you where the different adventures are and how they are shown here on the map, so you kind of have an idea of where you're traveling and where you go. I do want to mention that the cool thing about this game is all the art, from what I understand, is done by children. They were able to upload some stuff during the campaigns and even after the campaigns to help bring this game alive. This is super cool. On top of that, I believe you can have some narration done here, which is pretty cool. So that's the pocket guide. Pretty cool. We have all of our standees that we're going to use for the different punch boards. Here are the punch boards. We have some new heroes here. Then we have, of course, all of these new enemies as well. Looks like skeletons. We have these, I think these are going to be these curse tokens. And on the back, oh, these are just curse tokens. They also have some stinky tokens in here somewhere. We'll have to find those. We have a purse. This is the purse right here. This is all coming apart quite nicely. That's pretty awesome. We do have, I believe, more enemies here. These look like they're going to be like main boss enemies of the game. We have some movement tokens here. They're going to show you your movement and whether you have +1 or -1. On top of that, we also have some robots. We have 4 robots. And here's the new people. We have Witch Boy, Big Guy, Archer Lady, and Rebecca Goodhammer. That's pretty awesome. We have our cards. We're going to go through these shortly. And then we have even some more stuff here. This is the spider. I think this is guys from the first one. I think he came from the first one. He comes back again. Then we have some coins here. These are the stinky tokens right here. We're going to have, that could eventually hurt us. We also have some entangle tokens on the back that could hurt us. These, of course, are our characters, and these are all different gold. We can gain some gold and spend it and be pretty awesome. Here are the big cards. The first thing we have is our heroes. These, of course, were hand-drawn, I believe, by a lot of the kids, so it's really cool to see these. First, we have the Witch Boy here, and he has, every character is going to have their own ability. The die they're going to roll, plus whatever weapon they're using, their speed and their health, and each one of them does have a backside where they can become determined. If you miss too often in the game, you can become determined, which is fantastic, because then you get a better die roll. I mean, one of the worst things to do in a dungeon crawler is just miss. Oh, my leg's missing. So it's awesome that they have that system built in, where if you miss, you do have a better chance of hitting the next time. Of course, sometimes you still miss. We have Big Guy as well. We also have Archer Lady, and we have Rebecca Goodhammer, which is pretty awesome. She's got a maul that do damage to each adjacent hero and enemy. This is one full action, so it's awesome to see that she has this big, huge, giant maul. She swings around and hits things. I think it's pretty awesome. Then we have a new healer kitty. I think this might be a update to the old one. This one as well is here. She has determined as well. Then we have some of the boss monsters here. Ghost, Gigantic Spider, Goblin King, Slimopus, Snow Cone. We have the robots. These are some of the new enemies, robots. Then we have tough robot. We got the skeletons and the tough skeletons. You can change the difficulty, or as the game goes forward, you can make it tougher on yourself by making all the guys more strong. You also have all the different tiles. They all have a different number down here. So this is why you need the core game, is because it'll tell you, like, add some of these tiles with some of those tiles. When you do flip these tiles over, you're going to populate them based on the symbols here, and in your campaign book, it's going to tell you what spawns on what thing. Plus, you have treasure chests you can get. I just love the fact they have little teeny bits of art on here too. No, you don't get a shield, but it's just awesome to see these extra things on the game tiles. That guy looks pretty awesome. Let's continue looking at some of these. It looks like a whole lava area. Looks like we have some electronic contraption here. Now, some of these are going to be predetermined cards built into a deck of cards that you're going to reveal as you go. Some of these are going to be random cards that are going to be inside the deck. So you never really know what you pick up, but usually, like, there could be something like in the top 4, shuffle in this card. Within this bottom 4, shuffle in this card. So you will eventually find where you're trying to get to, which is kind of cool. I like that system a lot. It is used in other games, and I really enjoy it. So those are the big cards. Let's look at some of the little cards. There are a couple new mechanics to this game. The first one is the curse cards. As you play through the campaign, your characters will level up, so making the enemies more difficult will make the game more balanced. In this particular instance, every time you get to the second and fourth adventure in your campaign, you're going to draw one of these cards, and each one of these has to do with giving other monsters health. So for example, this is going to give all the monsters with this particular symbol on the cards when you spawn them +1. It's to be the level 1 monsters. And then the second time you draw one, maybe you'll get this one. So now all the level 3 monsters get +1 health, and so you don't know which ones are going to get the bonus to health, but it's kind of cool that they give you that type of system. Now, speaking of leveling up, as you go through the game, whenever you gain something, you're going to put coins into a purse, and when you get enough coins in the purse, say, which is 6, at the end of each adventure, you can send your characters to leveling school or adventuring school, and you can pick one of these. Of course, you have to spend 6 coins to do it, so you might not have everybody leveling up at the same time, but you need to be friends. You have to decide what is best for the group, and you'll be able to take one of these cards, and that'll be permanently for you. Now, of course, some of these are going to be passive powers. Some of these are going to be special ability powers that you're going to be able to gain through here. For example, you get chemistry, poison, 1 adjacent enemy. This enemy takes 1 damage at the start of every enemy phase, and that's going to be your special ability action in order to do it. Some of this, if I can find any that are not special ability action. Here's one. This one, for example, add 1 of these to your attack when you are standing on or adjacent to a treasure chest, full or empty. So it's kind of neat that you get that bonus. Add 2 to your starting health up to a maximum of 12. So there's an endurance training. So you'll be able to gain an experience, or I guess you get gold, which actually will be experience that you can spend for these different, I guess, upgrades as you go through the campaign. Of course, there are going to be new items that you can get either in the treasure chest or just straight up through the quest. These are going to be different quest cards you're going to get. These are ones you're going to find in treasure chests, boomerangs, and things like that. And there are 2 new starting cards because we have those 2 characters. One's the Maul and one is the Harmorish, an overly aggressive rabbit. These are for 2 of the characters for this expansion. The other character's starting gear is found in the actual Cora game, so there are 2 new cards for them. There you have it. That was a quick unboxing of Cora Quest. Keep in questing by Cora and Dan Hughes. Super excited to bring this to the table. We're probably going to start playing that this weekend because we really loved Cora Quest. Now we're going to dig into this. Not only that, my wife had a second copy of Cora Quest that she donated to her school, and they've actually started a game group now there based on Cora Quest. So this has been a big influence to a lot of kids, and I hope it continues to keep kids interested in this type of genre and gets them playing together. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell symbol so you know when more games come out. I'll try to get to Cora Quest. If you are interested in seeing playthroughs of this, I've done a couple on the channel. Please feel free to check those. I'll maybe put a link to it in the description, or just search my channel. I'm sure you'll find them. They're lots of fun. I did a couple of them with Ridley. He is my son, and he's gotten a lot older now. Maybe I'll have him join me again for another Cora Quest extravaganza and see what the game is all about. If you're interested in seeing one, please let me know in the comments below if you're interested in watching a new video for Cora Quest based on the new expansion. Also, feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. If you're interested in supporting the channel, the Patreon is located in the description of this video. Those that have joined the Patreon are located here on the screen. Thank you so much for your patronage. It means the world to me. Those that do become part of the Patreon do have some perks. One is that any playthroughs I do release about a day or 2 early for the Patreons without commercial interruptions. Also, going forward in games particular to this, I'll let them decide what characters we're going to use, what gear we should use as we level up, who should could level up with it. And it gives the Patreons an ability to help decide how the game turns out and gives them a chance to influence how the game progresses. It's a lot of fun to be able to work with my Patreons deciding on how these campaign games move forward. So there you go, the unboxing of Cora Quest, Keeping It Questing. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what myself or Colin has in store, then I need you to meet me at the table.